Okay, so sorry about the technical difficulties. I was just my camera was doing some weird settings. So I'm gonna do a live. I hope I don't screw this up too bad. Unlike my craft show this weekend, which I totally bombed and tanked on, it was horrible. So I want to do an after action report, kind of talk about what went well, what didn't go well, what was in my control, what was out of my control. So first off, the weather was great. I know sometimes when you have an outdoor event, the rain could cause it to just be miserable, but the weather was great. As far as the advertisements were concerned, it was well advertised. It was a very good, well advertised event. So that's not an issue. But the biggest issue was the foot traffic. So the event, it was a car show slash crafters event or vendor event. It wasn't so much a crowd. I was one of the only crafters there, believe it or not. Um, so it was more of like a vendor event. Now, when I initially did this show, it was way bigger. It had a lot more vendors, had a lot more crafters, and hardly no car show. Now it's grown to a very large car show and a very small vendor event. So people were showing up for the car show, not for the vendors. So they were just walking past us, didn't really have any interest in what we were selling or what we were doing, and they were going straight to the car show. And then the people at the car show, they would come by and they would look at our tents, but they weren't exactly interested in purchasing anything because they were there for the car show also. So unfortunately, I didn't do well. It was just it was well advertised. The weather was good. The foot traffic that was there was just not interested in what we were selling. So some of the things that I might do differently, since that was totally out of my control, and there's a million things that can happen that can cause a craft show to go bad. But I'm going to keep my chin up. I'm going to do better next time. I'm going to stay positive. So some of the things I might do differently is I might change my booth around, make it a little bit more appealing to the people that do walk by. It's Halloween now, so I probably will do some more Halloween decorations. I don't like putting a lot of free stuff out or like a lot of discount stuff out, but I might put a bowl of candy out for the kids just because it's Halloween and I like to be in the Halloween spirit. So also, I might change some of my price points. My price points were pretty high, and I think because of the demographics, they weren't exactly looking to spend more than $5 or $10. I don't know if it's demographics or not, but the area was more into the car show, so I guess spending $5 or $10 wasn't a big deal, but spending 30, 40, or $50 was a big deal, and they just didn't want to come off their money. So that's a bad thing to say, come off their money. But no, I think what I'm going to try to do is in the future have more $5 to $10 items in my booth. And then I want to have more of a variety in my booth. So I only had a few things in my booth. I only had like 4 or 5 different things in my booth. So I'm going to try to have more of a variety next time, make more things, which it's hit or miss. You can make a ton of different things and nobody buys, or you can make one item and it sells off the shelf. So it's hit or miss. But at the end of the day, when you have a bad craft show, just keep your chin up, stay positive, look forward to your next one. Hopefully, you'll do better. The foot traffic was out of my control. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this live. If you can, hit the like and the subscribe buttons. I'm new at this YouTube thing. Pretty much I've been doing it for a little while, but the live streams, I'm new to it. So it's going to be a little rough in the beginning until I get used to talking to the camera. But that's it. Stay positive, keep your chin up, and look forward to the next show. Thank you. Where do I turn this thing off at?